Hi! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nowadays oceans are polluting a lot faster than we think. Aquatic animals are being affected. Not only aquatic animals, even we humans are affected. So some of the people create some ideas to clean up the ocean. So, we are going to see top 5 amazing ideas they came up with. Before we go, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's get started.
$1.8 trillion pieces of plastic float at the surface of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Here, the ocean cleanup is deploying the world's first technological solution to this growing problem. The principle behind it is simple. Create a coastline where there are none. Concentrate the plastic, and take it out. The system consists of a 600-meter-long floater and a 3-meter deep skirt attached below. The floater provides buoyancy to the system and prevents plastic from flowing over it, while the skirt prevents smaller particles from escaping underneath. As the impenetrable skirt creates a downward flow, marine life can safely pass beneath it. Here is how the system catches plastic. The system takes advantage of 3 natural oceanic forces: winds, waves, and currents. Both the plastic and system are being carried by the current. However, wind and waves propel the system only, as the floater partly sticks above the surface, while plastic is primarily just beneath it. The system thus moves faster than the plastic, allowing the plastic to be captured. The skirt extends deeper in the middle of the system than on the outer edges. As the current applies pressure on the skirt, the system naturally adopts a U shape, which enables it to concentrate plastic in its center, like a funnel. The drag generated by the skirt also acts as a stabilizing force, allowing the system to reorient itself when the wind changes direction. And because the system, like the plastic, is free-floating, it automatically drifts to the areas with the highest plastic concentration. Fitted with solar-powered lights, anti-collision systems, cameras, sensors, and satellite antennas, the system actively communicates its position at all times and continuously gathers performance data. Periodically, a support vessel comes by to take out the concentrated plastic, like a garbage truck of the ocean. The plastic is then transported to land, recycled, and made into durable products. This is the first of a fleet of 60 systems. Once deployed, the fleet is expected to clean up 50% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch every 5 years.
majority of my childhood was always within the water. There's nothing worse than being out there surrounded by plastic.
I was a product designer in another life, and it was my job to make plastic products. And after a while I realised that we didn't need the stuff that I was making, and so I stopped. I met Andrew and he told me about this project and it just clicked. For me, the project was amazing. We could have a better time at the beach because we're not swimming in plastic and pollution anymore. We'd even eat better because the fish are healthier. Marinas, ports and yacht clubs is the perfect place for the sea bin. There's no massive ocean storms. It's a controlled environment. It catches everything floating in the water: plastic bottles, paper, oil, fuel and detergent. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Another good thing with the location of the sea bin is that people can see what we're catching, what they're swimming in. It's been a big change in our life. We quit our jobs, we've taken all our money and we're putting our heart and souls into making this happen. One of our goals is to make the sea bin from our own plastics to create another sea bin to capture more. It's a domino effect. The second goal is to create a world where we don't need the sea bins. Imagine that, we have a pollution-free ocean for our future generations.
Today, 320 million tonnes of plastic are produced globally each year. At best, just 10% of this versatile material is recycled. The rest, it's either burned, buried, or even lost into the environment. Recycling Technologies was founded to solve this problem. We've developed a machine that recycles all types of plastic waste back into the oil it originally came from. What's special about our technology is it's able to tackle plastic currently considered unrecyclable: films, food pouches, laminated plastics such as crisp packets, and even black plastic. Globally, plastic waste is a huge untapped market opportunity that can be converted into 1.5 billion barrels of oil, worth £60 billion. That's almost 3 years of the UK's annual oil consumption.
Plastic is a fantastic material. It keeps our food fresher for longer, makes cars lighter, and is widely used in healthcare. It's hard to imagine a world without plastic, but no one wants to live in a world that is drowning in it either. At Recycling Technologies, we see plastic waste as a valuable resource. We are recycling it to produce an oil we call Plax, which has many uses, one of which is making more plastic.
Since formation, we've raised £5 million of equity and £4.5 million of grant funding from the government. These funds have been used to develop and test the technology. Since 2016, we have been successfully operating a near full-scale commercial plant at Swindon Borough Council's waste facility. With support from the Scottish Government, we've reached agreement with the waste operator for the first commercial plant to be operating in Scotland in 2018. A global wax trader has also signed a 5-year agreement to purchase the wax proportion of Plax.
We as consumers want to know that when we put something in the recycling bin, it's actually going to get recycled. The beauty about Recycling Technologies is very soon we'll all be able to recycle plastic at home with confidence.
Using our patented process, the machine takes plastic waste and feeds it into a hot chamber in the absence of oxygen. The long polymer chains are cracked to create a range of Plax products, including wax and a raw material for making more plastic. Recycling Technologies machines will be modular and mass-produced in a factory, just as you would a car. Coming off the production line, they'll be transported to existing waste sites anywhere in the world. Mass production will allow us to build recycling capacity quickly to meet demand. Our plan is to install 1,300 machines by 2027, producing 7 million tonnes of Plax annually. This will put Recycling Technologies near every city, every beach and every ocean. In the UK, it can cost £100 a tonne for waste companies to dispose of plastic waste. our technology will turn that cost into an income of £270 per tonne.
We have a great team here at Recycling Technologies, but of course it's more than just us. We're grateful for the extensive support from universities, grant bodies, our great suppliers and of course our current investors. Now, with your support, we'll be able to install our first commercial plant in Scotland by the end of 2018.
I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and like the video. And visit my blog for amazing tech deals. Link is on description.